Right, video 2, and now we're going to get into it. I'm going to do an actual review, which I promised to do. This one particularly is popular. I've had so many people ask me to do a review on these because I posted them on my story maybe 3-4 days ago. And then all of a sudden I had an influx of messages. Are they worth their money? What do they do? Blah, blah, blah. These were bought for me as a gift by my husband. I think because he's just bored of massaging my legs, because obviously they ache constantly. So he bought me a pair. I think it's a bit of a self-gift, if I'm honest, but we'll move on from that. So no affiliation, no codes, no branded stuff. This is just purely a non-biased review of the Pulsio compression boots, which are laid out as if somebody has just vanished wearing them. And I will put them on as well and show you how to quickly use the functionality on the screen. It's super easy to use and set up. They also came with a really lovely carry case, and I took them with me to the 3 Peaks Challenge in March. They fit me fine. They have 4 chambers, so they do your feet, your lower calf, your upper, and then your upper legs. They work a bit like a blood pressure cuff. That's how they feel as well, as like in terms of sensation. So it's like a squeezing. They inflate with air, they squeeze, which obviously improves circulation, and then they release, and they do that repetitively depending on the setting that you're on in different orders. And then you can set the timing as well. So there's 20, 25 or 30 minutes options. Pressure setting, I don't understand. Okay, so they're just numbers. That's how I see it. I see them as levels. It starts at 60 and ends at 200. I'm a savage. I'm straight on at 200 because I want my legs to be absolutely pummeled. Obviously there are lots of incremental increases between 60 and 200, so you do not need to go to 200. I just really like my legs being squished. Hence why my husband's hands are sick of rubbing them. They have 3 settings. They have sequence, combination, and circulation. So sequence and circulation are 2 completely separate settings. So sequence is each of the 4 chambers takes it in turn to inflate and deflate, starting at your feet and working up. And then the circulation one is literally all in one go and then let go. And then combination is obviously a combo of those 2. I put it on 30, 200 and combination. They're my favorite settings. Obviously everybody's different and everybody has different pain barriers. What do I use them for? For me, they are complementary to all of the other things that I'm trying to nail in order to recover faster, get stronger, get faster, etc. They are not going to, on their own, do a lot. They're also, if you're carrying a niggle or an injury, not going to fix that. So if you have one of those issues, you need to get seen by a professional, doctor, physio, depending on what the problem is, sort the problem out. And then this is more of like a nice little way to end the day if you've had a hard training run or whatever, complementary to all the other stuff. So for me personally, if I'm struggling with fatigue, if I'm struggling with constant pain and aches, I would be looking at my training, I would be looking at my nutrition, I'd be looking at my sleep, I would be doing mobilization, I'd be doing stretching beforehand, dynamic stretching, not stationary stretching. I can do a video on that as well if you want. I would be doing a bit of a better ramp warm-up, so thinking about potentiation. Again, I can go into the jargon of that if anyone wants me to. And then running. Then after running, I would do a cool down jog, and then I would do some light stretching. Don't overdo it. I would then think about the fact that maybe my muscles are struggling to keep up with the intensity of my training, and perhaps I need to pull back on the training and do a bit of strength work. So basically what I'm saying to you is these are fab. They feel lovely. They're great. They help with circulation after a workout, kind of boost recovery in that sense. They also help a bit of lymphatic drainage. However, they're not miracle workers. They are the cherry on the cake, and they should be used as such. You need to look at everything. Like it's a whole package. It's not going to miraculously fix the problems you're having and suddenly you're going to be able to run 5 days on the trot because you've got a pair of these. These are just a really nice addition to everything else that you've already nailed. And obviously they're an expensive addition. So they're kind of the bit at the end once you've nailed all the other stuff. I hope that makes sense. I want to be honest about it. I don't want people to just go out and spend a couple of £100 if there's other things they can be doing for free or cheaper that could help as much until this becomes like the last bit. but I do love them and I do use them often. So now I'm going to put them on as dignified as possibly. But I'm in my work clothes because I'm doing this quickly because I've been chased so many times for it. So it's going to be hard to do this in a dignified way. They are not really designed to be with a skirt, but I will try. Right, just making sure the little empty boots are in focus. And now I'm going to, in the most dignified way possible, in a skirt, whilst they are plugged in, because I'm lazy. Oh God. Woo! Don't do this at home. Just sit down and put them on like a normal person. They zip up really easy though. Well, it's in. Just got to stay standing. Ugh. Yeah, my hamstrings are tight. I can't even straighten my leg to do the zip up. Probably a good time to put these on. Right, come on. I've had to reinflate them because I messed up. Right, okay. I now need to come and get my camera. Wow. What a view. Oh my God. Okay, after all the seriousness of that first part, this video. I just need to pull myself together. Right, I've now got the boots on. It's never normally like this. Thank God I'm not being paid to do this. God, they'd want their money back. Right. Oh, I can't stop now. Right, now they're on. They look a bit better when you're laying down, obviously. I'm going to show you how to use the screw. Right. Come on, be serious. The the unit turns on like this. So you got this button here, just hold it on. So as I was saying, it starts at 60 and I am an animal and I like to have it at 200. Oh, I've gone too far. That's something to note. If you go past, you have to go back round again. Right, I like to have it on combination. Like so. Timer 30, pressure all the way up to 200. And then that's it. And this rubber bit here is what the air passes through. It's attached to either leg. God, I've got water on them from laughing. Yeah, and then I just sit here of an evening with my face mask on, watching telly, letting them work their magic. It's that simple. Hopefully this has been helpful, and if it's not been helpful, hopefully it's amused you as much as it has me.